Diary, and we're on October the 22nd, 1942, and today's a Monday. Today I was at the sewing circle, and Anime house cleaned my dining room. It's been a very beautiful autumn day. And welcome to another Cheat Meal Monday. It's been a little while since I had a Cheat Meal Monday, but I'm hoping that you enjoy this recipe. This recipe comes from the book that I got last week on the top secret recipes of your favorite restaurants. And today's recipe comes from a place that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. When I was a little girl, after church, sometimes my parents would take me to a restaurant that I enjoyed so much. It had a big statue in front of it of a boy. It was called Big Boys. And here it's called Shoney's. But I always remembered it as Big Boys. And I didn't realize there's still some of those restaurants in the United States. It's no longer here on the East Coast for many years. But I was informed that some of you girls and boys from the southern states still have Shoney's in your area. So today's recipe comes from Big Boys beef cabbage soup. And this was my favorite soup when I was a little girl. Now I can't use this in the heading, in the title. Oftentimes when I use manufactured and store names, they will not like that. So I'm going to just tell you today that it is the replica and the mock recipe for Shoney's beef cabbage soup. So let's get started. I have all of my ingredients ready on hand, and let's see if it tastes like Big Boy's cabbage soup. I will share with you the recipe at the end of this video. I make it in my cast iron Dutch oven because I really enjoy making food in the cast iron oven. So it calls for 1 pound of ground lean meat, which I already did saute. Now I'm not going to really share with you the recipe now. I'll just share it to you at the end. And it calls for cabbage, celery, a small bell pepper, and a medium onion. So we're going to put that all in too. Now as you know, cabbage really cooks down. So this will all cook down really quickly. It also calls for a 16 ounce of kidney beans. And it calls for 1/28 ounce of tomatoes chopped up. And 28 ounces of water with 4 beef bouillon cubes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that all together. I'm going to add the tomatoes. And then we're going to add the 28 ounces of water with 4 bouillon cubes. Now, I had a little bit issue with that because I couldn't find any bouillon cubes. I thought for sure I had them, and it was my mistake. So what we're going to do is I'm going to improvise. The improvise is I have gravy mix, and I'm going to use this. Now I'm going to use, I think 1 envelope makes 1 cup. So I don't want to make it really thick, so we're going to try 2 envelopes, and we're going to see how it is. Many times in my life I have to improvise things because I don't have the correct, and I thought for sure I had bouillon cubes, and I don't know. Give it the beef flavor. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to put 2 of these envelopes in. Now I should have used my larger Dutch oven, but I think we'll be fine because once everything cooks down a little bit. What I will do is if I need a little more flavor, I'll add another envelope, but I don't want it to be thick. So I think this will work out perfect. Sometimes my greatest recipes were recipes where I had to improvise. So I'm just going to put this in. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to just let this cook on low for about maybe a half an hour. It doesn't have any time frame on here. Also, it says to add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. But I am going to use my spice mixes. I use a pinch. This has garlic powder and it has everything else it calls for. Just use a little of that. And we'll give it a taste halfway done. So, let's put it on the stove and we'll see how it tastes. I'm kind of excited for this because I really, really love their soup. The soup is ready and it's really good. So I'm going to pan my camera down and show you what it looks like. I am very pleased with how it turned out. And it does. It tastes like Big Boy's soup. And so we're going to give it a try. I tried a little bit of it. Now it's really hot. Over to the table and I'll give it a taste. I think it's a great recipe. Really good on a cold day like today. It's only in the 30s outside. And my substitution for the beef bouillon cubes worked out perfect. You wouldn't know a difference. Some homemade bread. It really is. It really does taste like Big Boy's cabbage soup. Take care everywhere. Take care everyone. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And you know what I'm thinking? I might want to can some of this soup. Then I could have it any time of the day, 7 days a week if I want. Oh, it brings back my childhood memories. That's a thumbs up. Give it a try and let me know what you think. See you guys tomorrow. Bye! I really enjoyed this recipe. I omitted the Worcestershire sauce. You can add that if you want. I just figured that would add a little more salt to it. Also, please let me know in the comments what kind of videos you would like to see. Would you like to see me cooking more desserts? Do you like the hot foods? Do you like casseroles? Do you like freezer foods? I would love to hear your input on what kind of recipes you would like me to make. And also, what kind of videos do you enjoy? Do you enjoy the videos where I'm outside? Or do you enjoy the ones where I'm inside? This channel is all about you guys, and I want to know what inspires you and what videos do you like to see. Any suggestions I'm open to, and I hope that you enjoy my videos and that my channel continues to be a blessing in your life. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed the little blooper that came with today's video. So the soup is ready. And it's really good.